Yo, what is going on, guys? Mel Knight here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys back to another video on the Akuma MC network, and we're currently here for the third episode of the prison series on the new map. But anyways, guys, as you guys read the title, today's video is a bit different from what we typically do, and we're going to be doing a story time video where I do a live commentary while mining and just like talking about like the start of my channel, guys, which is probably why you guys are here, to hear my beginning and hear how I started YouTube and basically how I've gotten to this point. So let's try to go for the like goal of 50 likes. If we can break that like goal, I'll make sure to do another story time in the future. And if you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe to my channel because that would be muchly appreciated. Also, make sure to use code MELKNIGHT in order to get the lowest rank on the server. I know it might not seem like much, but it honestly goes a long way, especially if you guys don't actually have any money to spend. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the end. Also, before we go ahead and get straight into this, boys, I want to go ahead and just preface the fact that this is the first time I've ever done this before, and I don't exactly know how this is gonna go. Like honestly, guys, live commentaries isn't my cup of tea. Like, you know, let it be known, like, even though I'm a YouTuber, I can barely do live commentaries. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get straight into the story. And to kind of set the stage, guys, we got to go back to 2018. I'm pretty sure during the winter time. Yeah, it was during the winter time. And basically, I don't want to start when I made my channel because there's some context I had to go over, guys. So basically, I originally like started playing HCF back in 2016. I really didn't know how to play the game. I eventually started joining Power Factions and started playing. It was a lot of fun and all, but honestly, Power Factions is kind of overrated now, guys, in my opinion. Don't take that at heart, guys. Literally, I don't want to have people coming at my neck at this point. But anyways, yeah, I started playing HCF back in 2016, and prior to that, I was playing factions like on OTX, Dagoner, Archon, Cosmic. You guys should probably know those servers if you guys played factions back then. I also played a lot of prisons and Skyblock alongside some of my close IRL friends. But basically, one of my friends introduced me to HCF, and that is basically where my journey starts. I ended up playing Mine HQ. I never had my chance of actually playing Koi, so I don't exactly know how it is. But anyways, but let's just go ahead and skip 2 years because there's nothing really too eventful that happens. I ended up starting making packs, guys. I started making packs, and that is probably why, if you go back to my older videos, you guys see a lot of pack bundles and a lot of OG packs. I also made a pack called the Eternal to Take pack, which is pretty nice and all. And I should honestly, guys, no, I don't actually have it in my pack folder anymore, but it's a really nice 256 pack, and you should download it if you guys want to. But anyways, I was a pack maker back then, and I basically decided to like message a bunch of YouTubers on Twitter if they wanted like a private pack. The first YouTuber I actually messaged was 7x3. You guys may or may not know him because I'm pretty sure he quit a while ago now. But yeah, that guy was the G. That was the first person I made a pack for, 7x3. It was like an orange pack. I'm pretty sure it was 64x. But after that, I started contacting more YouTubers, smaller YouTubers. I also contacted Mezoid, I'm pretty sure, but he didn't actually respond. Like hashtag ego, Moid. But anyways, I ended up contacting Fancy, and he ended up responding to me, and we ended up just clicking like right there and then. Like I made him like a really nice 512 pack. He wanted a lot of stuff critiqued, and that is basically what I did. I made him a pack. He thought it was really nice, and this is like at the time of Viper Reforged when it first got released. And basically, like, Fancy needed members, so I decided to join him because he gave me an invitation to join his faction. I ended up joining his faction alongside Advisor, Automatic, and I'm pretty sure a couple other people, maybe like Q, or not Q, but like Z Rolo. That guy's a fucking weirdo. I'm just gonna say that right now. If you're watching this video, fuck you. You know why I'm saying that. But anyways, I ended up joining Z Rolo and them, and basically we started like, yeah, no, they were YouTubers then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Automatic just started his channel. Before then, he was making like PvP montages on like practice and stuff like that. But Fancy already had a channel. He made like Lord's Alex content around his base, and he made a lot of like base raiding, a lot of trapping videos, which I ended up watching. I was like a big fan of him back then, and you guys probably know him because he just quit recently. He was a partner on the Viper MC network. But yeah, I ended up joining Fancy then, and I thought it would have been like a perfect opportunity to record because they actually suggested and recommended me to start a channel. So I said, why not? Like, I had the PC, I had like the recording software, I had like the people backing me up. You know, I had nothing to lose, guys, because worst case scenario, I would have just quit. But as you guys see, I have no regrets on what I did. But anyways, I ended up joining their faction. I started recording. This was on the first map of Reforge, I think, or the second map or something. You guys can actually find it on my channel. It was back in Christmas. I did like living in a tree alongside them, like a living in a Christmas tree. It's actually the first video on my channel. But yeah, yeah, it's pretty cringy and all. Watch out your own, like, I guess, caution, because it is pretty bad. But you know what? I'm proud of it, guys. But anyways, I ended up joining them. I ended up recording. We had a lot of fun, and basically that kind of led us into like an area where I became more close with them. Also, I kind of forgot like a key detail. Yeah, so when I uploaded my first video, I didn't actually have a thumbnail maker. I had no clue on how to make thumbnails, so I actually contacted Fancy's thumbnail maker, and you guys probably know him. His name is SMH Royal, and this is the first time I've actually talked to him, and I thought he was really cool and all, and obviously he's a freaking nerd. But anyways, yeah, so he actually made my first thumbnail for me. He was actually like Riley's, Heifu's, a lot of people's thumbnail maker, and honestly, looking back at it, I really like that style. I don't really know why people stopped using it, but yeah, that's like the first time I ever talked to him, and we basically clicked instantly. I vividly remember when this happened as well, because this happened during my photography class when I was literally supposed to be paying attention to my teacher. I wanted my phone, I wanted a telegram and message to literally Royal because Fancy suggested him. But anyways, that was that. I basically uploaded my first video. I'm pretty sure I had to make another thumbnail for me, but I ended up basically making my thumbnails from then and there, and that is basically where my journey started of learning Photoshop and all that stuff. And yes, so I was in Fancy's faction for that map. My internet actually went out a bunch of times, which is kind of pissing me off because this is like, you know, the one opportunity for me to actually like, you know, start a channel up. But anyways, yeah, that happened, and like honestly, me, Audie, Fancy, we're all chill, we're all bros and everything. And so after that map, I decided, you know, I should take like a solo approach. I should try like a solo SOTW, and that is what I did, guys. I basically started a solo SOTW by myself. I'm pretty sure it was just like a regular series, like, you know, nothing out of the ordinary, guys. I basically started making videos on my own and started doing solo series, which is what I'm doing right now. And honestly, it was like a really nice learning experience because you kind of like find the fundamentals of how to record on HCF and how to make content that people enjoy. So I don't even take that for granted. But yeah, I started making like solo series for a while, and my channel started growing not until like later on during that month, guys. So basically, one of my big inspirations while I was doing YouTube, and one of the YouTubers I mainly watched, was a person of the name of Blueberry or Blubberry. You guys probably know him. He is a Lunar admin now, but he started doing these living in series, and he was the person who revived the living on a line series. And I was like, oh wait, that seems so fun. Like, that video from him got like 10k views back then, and I decided to do it myself because I thought it would be a lot of fun to do. I did it, and I was going on like some retreat with like a bunch of people during the winter time. And so I uploaded the video, and I didn't really think much of it because like I uploaded the video, I don't have access to my phone for a week, and once I come back, it's probably gonna be at like maybe like 60-70 views. But like, I literally, the first thing I do is go check on my phone on YouTube Studios to see how the video is doing, and then I see 600 views. And like, this is when I shit myself, guys. I'm like, oh my god, that is so many people. Wait, how did this even happen? And I see that I gained over 100 subscribers during that time span. That was seriously my first big blow up. I'm pretty sure the video actually has like 4k views on my channel. It's still up on my channel, guys. It's like the original Living on a Line series, and that really boosted my motivation to keep doing YouTube. That was definitely like the enzyme to the reaction, for sure, guys. So I ended up doing that, and the next blow up series I had was like a duo series with Fancy. It was like a duo series, and that series got over 1k views very easily, which big shots to Fancy, guys. Obviously, the clickbait did its work, and YouTube thought it was a great video, so it pushed it in its analytics, which is something they don't do very frequently on my channel anymore. But yeah, guys, that is when my channel started to take off. I remember hitting 1k, like, this was back when I literally had like, I don't even know, guys. My channel was doing very well for my size because I had like 600 subscribers, and at this point, guys, I was on my own. I stopped recording with Fancy and Audie. I still talk to them like a lot because they wanted their packs and stuff like that. But like, for the most part, I started just like being my own lone wolf, you know, trying to do everything on my own. But I honestly owe it to Fancy for like kind of leading me to like the path of basically becoming a YouTuber. Fancy definitely brought a lot to the table for me. So yeah, that was that, guys. I ended up hitting 1k after like, I'm pretty sure like a Velt series, because Velt ended up coming back. I make left Viper as well as Kenzo. They ended up joining Velt alongside I'm pretty sure a bunch of other YouTubers. But yeah, that basically happened. I went to Velt, I recorded some videos, That was pretty fun, guys, overall. I'm pretty sure I made some videos around Lord's Alex as well and stuff like that. You know, this was around the time when Alex quit HCF, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, that sounds about right, guys. This sounds about like the time when he started to, like, you know, decline and just quit HCF. But obviously he's back uploading like new Minecraft content. But yeah, for the most part, I started being on my own, and like this is like where some like conflict or tension started to occur, guys. I started to hang out with like no, that isn't what happened. Okay, if I can remember correctly, it was between Fancy and Audie, or no, not Fancy and Audie, Fancy and Taliban. So the Fancy was in Taliban back then, and he basically started to like have beef with like everybody in there, Colby, Heifu, a bunch of other people, guys. Like they started having beef, and then like I was on Fancy's side, and this is when I started to create a rift with Automatic. I was on Fancy's side. Automatic started to, like, you know, kind of stop hanging out with Fancy, so I was defending Fancy and stuff like that, and then, you know, me and Automatic's relationship kind of like fell apart from there. But this is when I kind of realized like the kind of sad reality of being a YouTuber. I've been just keeping myself away from conflict as much as possible because I realize putting yourself in situations like that might be fun, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really like do anything for you. And this was also like around the time when I started to hang out with new YouTubers such as Cost Speed, Nice Refill, Premieres, Tank Tracks, people like that. You guys probably know them if you've been playing Viper for a while. But yeah, they were pretty big YouTubers, and I was like, you know, maybe I should network to them, and that is what happened, guys. I started to record with them. It was like honestly a lot of fun in my opinion, so I'm really happy I did that, guys. I started meeting a lot of new people. I started basically, this is like when I started to do like living in series, guys. Like originally I wasn't doing stuff like that, but this is when I started to do like living on a line, living in a laughing emoji, living in a cough. I started doing a lot of content, guys. This is when Viper was still mainly like Reforged Royale. Infernal wasn't even a thing now, and there's very small amount of partners. Like if I can remember, it was like Mezoid, Ziggy, Bro, Laser Light Shot, Stefan, and for the most part, and a Visor, and I'm pretty sure that was it. Or Stimpy, yes, Stimpy. That for the most part, that was basically the partners on Viper. Just seeing from that, guys, the server's gone a long way, like that's for sure. But yeah, honestly, guys, I hate to do it to you guys, but I think this is a great stopping point for the first part of the story time. I decided to basically split this up because I've realized that this is probably going to take a while to do because my YouTube journey has been over a course of 2 years. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to go ahead and actually smash the like button for the next episode. I'll make sure to release it as soon as possible. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.